In this video, I want to share with you the best places to live for luxury, and we are going to break it down into 5 sections. So first, we're going to talk about the best luxury suburbs for families. Then we're going to talk about the best big city living for luxury. The third we're going to talk about is the best luxury neighborhoods for retirees. The fourth is the best luxury country living or ranches. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about luxury golf course neighborhoods. Hello, my name is Dana Pollard and I'm a real estate agent here in Texas, and I help you discover the best places to live here. If you're looking at buying a home, fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below. Let's get started. First on the list is the best luxury suburbs for families. It's going to be Southlake, Texas. Southlake is number 1 on this list, not because it's necessarily the right one for your family, but because they have the number 1 school district for public schools in the state of Texas. They rank very high for test scores, college admittance, SATs. It's a great family community. The median home price for Southlake is $1.2 million. They sell typically on up to $12 million, but right now there is a home on the market for $24.5 million. Southlake is great because it has the town square, has a lot of community events, very family focused, and I love it because it has such a great hometown feel. Southlake has some beautiful neighborhoods with trees. They have some gated and guarded communities. Just overall, it's just a wonderful place to raise a family. The next city, which is Westlake. Westlake, Texas. Not to be confused with Westlake Hills, which is near Austin, which is a gorgeous luxury city as well. But Westlake hits on the top list for suburbs of Dallas-Fort Worth because, again, many of the zoning goes to Carroll ISD, which is Southlake ISD. If you want a large school for your kids, that they have ample opportunity for sports or extracurricular activities, education, Southlake is great for that. But Westlake also has Westlake Academy, which is a small charter school. It's publicly funded by the city of Westlake, but it's smaller, more private feel, okay? And there's also private schools nearby as well as homeschool options for Westlake. But talking about the housing in Westlake, this is not really a city. It is a small town. It's still under 2,500 residents who live in Westlake, but it's definitely a luxury town. And it's booming right now. New homes are going up everywhere. They have Westlake Entrada, which is a mixed-use residential, retail, dining experience on a canal. They just finished the parking garage, which means it's speeding up the build process significantly. I feel like Westlake is still very much undervalued, and when they finish Westlake Entrada, prices are going to skyrocket. I know over the last couple of years they've gone up significantly, but I still feel like Westlake is undervalued, and it is the future of luxury. Pricing for Westlake starts at $1.1 million for a townhome in Westlake Entrada and sells on up to $13 million right now. Third on the list for the luxury suburbs is going to be Frisco. Frisco, Texas is not necessarily considered a luxury suburb. However, it has a sea of luxury neighborhoods, including Stonebriar. There's so many neighborhoods that are gated and guarded, and the city itself is newer than, say, Southlake. It's newer, and so it has this crisp, clean vibe. I love Frisco, but what I love about Frisco is, yes, the schools are in the top 5%, great schools, but also the entertainment factor. Ample shopping, ample dining. You're so close to Grandscape and the Rough Riders and the Star, which is the headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys. There's just so many things to do in Frisco. It's definitely a great place for a family. Frisco starts at $350,000, which makes for some great starter homes. But again, the luxury neighborhoods sell on up to $7 million in Frisco. Next on the list for the family-friendly cities or suburbs is Keller, Texas. Keller is kind of under the radar. It has some gorgeous luxury communities, and it's a great family-friendly community. It's a great family vibe, okay? So Keller makes the list because of that, the family vibe that it has, but it's also surrounded by Westlake, Southlake. It's surrounded by great communities that are well kept. You can also get a lot of value for your home in Keller, Texas. Prices start at about $330,000 for a starter home on up to $8 million in Keller. Next section is we want to talk about the big city luxury living. If you want to be close to downtown Dallas or Fort Worth, there are some fabulous neighborhoods, as most big cities have. The one with the biggest name is Highland Park. Now, Highland Park and University Park are neighbors, and you can also call them park cities. This is where the highest luxury living is. And if you love the tall, beautiful, mature trees, the parks, great schools, this really could have fallen into the top family neighborhoods as well, but we put it toward the big city. But they have top schools as well. It's beautiful as you drive through Highland Park. There's also high-end shopping, and it's a short commute to downtown Dallas. Park Cities is definitely big city living. The price point in Park Cities starts at about $500,000 for a condo and sells on up to $43 million, and it's gorgeous. There's some other great high-end neighborhoods near Dallas as well. I'm talking about Preston, Bentry, there's many out there. On the Fort Worth side, you have Bel Air Estates, which is near the Colonial Country Club. Cute. To me, it's like a mini Highland Park. Not near as extravagant as Highland Park, I would say, but it's kind of like the mini for Fort Worth. So if you are going to be working in Fort Worth, or want a little slower pace, then I would say Bel Air Estates or even Edwards Ranch is really nice. Edwards Ranch is just outside of downtown, but it's still only 15-20 minutes. And it has some new, beautiful luxury homes with some great shopping nearby. You're right next to the Trinity River, so if you love running, if you love biking, kayaking, you're right there on the river. Okay, we gotta move on, make this video short. Next on the list is best luxury country living or rural living. And my favorite country city is Argyle. Argyle hits top notch for schools. It also has Liberty Christian School, which is one of the very top private schools. And Argyle is big ranch living. If you're looking for that luxury ranch, Argyle's the place to be. Now, when you drive downtown to the town part of Argyle, not super impressive. It's very small. It's definitely country living, but high-end ranches, great schools. Argyle is a great place to live. Also, Aledo, if you're going to be on the south side, that's a great area. And if you're going to be on the north side of Dallas, then check out Lucas. Lucas is a great suburb. It's country living surrounded by city. The actual city doesn't seem impressive, but the living there is great. It's known to be a luxury city, though. Next, let's talk about luxury living for retirees. Now, retirees, it's going to be a little different because typically you may be downsizing. Maybe not. We've had both where some, they finally get to live in the home of their dreams, and so they buy a very luxurious large house. But many of you may be downsizing. And so when we talk about luxury for retirees, it could be anywhere from $500,000 on up to $1.2 million, but there are some adult communities only. So Robson Ranch, it actually had the most expensive home at $1.2 million for retirees in an adult living community. Then you have Lakes of Frisco. Again, I really love the surrounding Frisco amenities. And we have Heritage Ranch in Fairview. Fairview is considered a luxury city, but Heritage Ranch, again, you're going to find homes for $500,000 on up to $1 million, but there again, you're surrounded by luxury neighborhoods. And last but not least, we're going to talk about luxury golf course neighborhoods, okay? Top on the list is going to be Vaquero. It's known to be the hotspot for golf, and this is going to be in Westlake, Texas, okay? Now, Vaquero, many of the homes do come with a membership, but talk with your agent because some of them come with a membership and some of them don't. So just be aware when you're purchasing a home there. But it's gated and guarded, beautiful golf neighborhood, country club to be a part of. Lovely place to live. Next to Stonebriar Estates in Frisco, Texas. Again, gated and guarded. Beautiful neighborhood, beautiful golf course. There's also the Estates at Tour 18, the Estates at Hogan's Glen. That one probably is the least heard of because it's in Trophy Club, which is a small city. But as you drive through, it's beautiful. And one I don't want to forget is Heath Yacht and Golf Club. Guys, if you love golf and you love lake living, this is a great place. Okay, you can get beautiful luxury homes, $2 to $3 million, and these are newer homes. Now, I can say that it's on the other side of the lake over by Rockwall, so if you have to commute to downtown Dallas, it's probably not your friendliest commute, but it's a beautiful, beautiful lake living community. Heath is a small town as well, but it is considered a luxury town. If you need more help, because there are many more luxury communities that I did not have a chance to mention on this video, fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below.